Hello, hello. Welcome to the Red Card Tarot. I am Nikita and we are live. Welcome. Today we are going to be talking about intense Mercury retrograde. So, I couldn't have not done a thorough smudging, at least today. So, that's what we are doing. Hello. What's up? Hi, Meghna. Hi, Ravisha. Oh my. Do you like it? First, tell me that. Hi, Neha. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You love it? Oh my God. You guys are so sweet. No, I didn't get a haircut, but the reason I did this today is, of course, shock value, but also because we are going to go through crazy ass ideas. We'll want radical changes to our appearance and want to get tattoos and piercings, and by all means, do it. But my point is, before you do anything, try it out. Like, this is like an extension thing. I've clipped it on. Because oh, thank you. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. So, you will feel all those weird inclinations. You might want to go and get a complete wardrobe overhaul or change the way you are dressing, your hair, And I am someone who, for the longest time, from my childhood till I was in my early 20s, I've always had bangs, fringes, curtain. I've always had all kind of bangs, okay. And so now I was like, no, it takes really long to grow them out. But oh my God, hi Vishupi, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Shock value, right? So I'm just keeping this here. There's a reason for it. Okay, so what we are going to do is I'm going to quickly take you through a little bit what happened in the last chat. Was what I spoke about the planets going direct and what it's impacting did not get recorded, so I'll record that again. I mean, it went, the message went through when I was live, but in the playback there's a lot of glitches. I hope it doesn't happen today, but that I'll record separately. But the reason why the title says Mercury retrograde is because we're going to get messages for that. First, we'll get into the readings for that, and then I'm going to explain something which will probably help you not only now but in the future. And then I'm title says a little preview into October. So I'm just going to give a little blowdown, and this I'm going to type out even in the description box so you don't have to worry. The thing is, October is going to be really intense with the astrological plan, transits and everything. But four planets are going to turn direct back to back. From retrograde, they're going to turn direct. So the first one to go direct will be Pluto on October 6th. Uh, the new moon should be around that time as well. Saturn will go direct on October 11th. Jupiter and Mercury will go direct on October 18th. That's why I think last to last time I did channel the date October 18th or 20th. So the point is that they don't just go direct, they will station where they are retrograde, and that's why these last few weeks have been quite intense. A lot of unsurety, a lot of unclarity. It's like finishing a bit of this, finishing a bit of that, wherever your homework was pending. where lessons, the last bit was left, the last finishing touches, tying up the bow. You understand what I'm saying. So that's what has been happening the last few weeks. And now, as soon and 30th might be 29th, and 30th might be a little difficult for a lot of us. There might be all kind of upheavals. Like one day it was grief, and then there's not insensitivity, too much sensitivity. Like there is all kind of things that are being brought up. And if you've already done the work, it won't impact you so much, but you'll feel the energy a little bit, but it won't impact you as much. But where you have a lot of work to be done, your inner work, your shadow work, acceptance, or where you are still toxic, or you're carrying energies of extreme or something, you will be triggered a lot. So direct a lot of things that have been on pause, have just not been moving forward. They will suddenly leap, and you'll start seeing forward movement. At this time, we have to be extra careful how we are communicating. Make sure that you've understood someone, what they're saying correctly. If anybody says or does something, try not to take it personally. Be open, give people the benefit of doubt that maybe what you're jumping to conclusion is not the truth, or at least not the complete truth. um, they might be going through something, or there might be some situations that are unavoidable for them. So that's what we are going to also look now. You all were here when I gave you your homework, right? We will address that as well now. Okay, this is, for example, the oh my god, can you see that? I don't expect you to read anything, but like that is the astrological cycle. Okay, so the first house, the second house, the third house, and they all cover certain aspects in our lives. So the tool I'm sharing with all of you today is, this is how the north and south node work as well. 1 is to 7, so 2 will be with 8. I didn't bring a pen, did I hope you are understanding. Okay, there are 12 houses. So if you were to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and under 1 you write 7, under 2 you write 8, under 3 you write 9, and so on and so forth, and you know where your blockages are. For example, you're in an unhappy marriage, you will see it's not just your marriage, it's a lot of your significant relationships which are tedious or unsatisfactory or whatever. So, for you, what you're going to focus on is 1 and 7. If it is, for example, the house number 2, money, work, income, daily routines, values, material possessions. Okay, so for you, the house number 8, which is about merging, joint resources, sex, intimacy, shared finances, inheritance, taxes. One is where you have to finish your journey. If this is house number 1 and this is house number 7, are you with me so far? Diametrically opposite houses. Thank you. Diametrically opposite houses. Yes, thank you. So if this is house number 1 and this is house number 7, okay, if you are either too dependent over here, it will jeopardize this. If you haven't completed your karma here, you will not get this. Your karma can mean lessons, or there's some debt to pay, or something you have to take. Karma balance, it can mean multiple things, it can mean all of it, a little bit. That impacts your seventh house directly. Or if you're married and you were codependent and you were blah, you know Now what you have to go is become independent, focus on yourself, your beginnings, your body, work on your attitude, your identity, your approach to life. Are you seeing the diametrically opposite lessons, and then to come and stay in balance both? Did it make any sense, or should I try and say it in another way? Hi Navya, welcome. We'll take questions after the reading and stuff. Mishupi, Neha, Meghna, and Navya, and later Chandrika, whoever joins, please let me know if you understood this. So, this, what is opposite to intimacy? There are two or three houses, okay? So, why don't we do one thing? Let's make a separate video or another live so I can focus and explain all these houses. But let's see. I think it was a third house. Where is it? Okay, romance is fifth house, that I know. Eighth house is about sex, intimacy, etc. So I would look at eighth house, seventh house, fifth house. um yeah, those are all relationships, sex, intimacy, those kind of things. So this Mercury retrograde, what we are going to try and revise as part of our spiritual growth, our soul as light workers, is we're going to focus on and try and understand where we are facing blockage. If it is more than one, well, maybe you are at the beginning of your journey. You need to be patient and address one thing at a time. A reverse priority list where you have the maximum problems versus where you have the least problems. So let's figure out first where you have the least problems. So this is sorted. And then move on to where you have the maximum problem. Swing between, so you'll have to do a little bit of work, a little bit of homework for your own self in that case. You, if you remember what I've told you, and especially for twin flames, for light workers, Mercury retrograde is like a U. You know those Jura pins that we have, that shape? So you will start, you will go backward, you will learn, you will clear, and then you will start moving towards what you were aiming. That's what Mercury retrograde does for everyone, but specifically if we consciously, as twin flames or light workers, healers, mentors, coaches, if we do it consciously, it really is life altering. So you will take one that you feel has been blocked forever and ever, and you are going to see what is pending in the diametrically opposite house to that, clear that up. So if there are three for intimacy, sex, romance kind of thing, so what are the diametrically opposite one? And then you will suddenly realize, oh my god, this is where I need to work. For example, let's do this. Eighth house, supposing you're having issues with sex, intimacy, shared finances, inheritance, assets, property, joint ventures, they never go your way, or you just don't have that. So you will look at house number two, which is about money, work, income, daily routines, values, material possessions, priorities, habits, your job, and work ethics. And you will clear that. And if you're like, yeah, but I'm already doing that, so that's not what is creating your blockage. So we go to the next one, say the fifth house, which is about romance, love affairs, playing, creativity. So I'm getting the hint of sacral chakra, playfulness, that. Fertility, childlike spirit, joy. Okay, so is this where your blockage is? And what is opposite to the fifth house would be the 11th house. Groups, friends, social awareness, humanitarian, technology, hopes and wishes, and the future. So where out over there are you out of balance? Have you been hanging out with the wrong crowds? What has got you? Do you need a new set of friends? Do you need to be more outgoing? Do you need to upgrade your knowledge? Do you need to become more open minded? I hope that is kind of making sense, right? And of course, with seventh, the opposite would be first. So your first house is, for me, the way I look at it is, apart from this chart, which I will be posting on Insta, Mercury Retrograde, I will post on Insta. The next few days, you'll find me posting a lot about love, heartbreaks, the things that we think, and, romantic couplets, poetry, those kind of things, because that's the energy, right? So I will post this on Insta as well for a handy reference for all of you. But the way I look at astrology, the first house, you were conceived, you are a blank paper, okay? But the first introduction is kind of to your parents, okay? So I do, me at least, I do look at house number 1 as a direct impact from parents. So if things are out of whack there, then your seventh house would also probably continue the same toxic cycles, the same mutations, the same kind of distortions, it will reflect right there. The second is, when you start looking at people around you, so people like your grandparents, your nanny, maybe someone who's babysitting you, things like that, you know so when you are being introduced to a little outer circle other than you, your mom and your dad. The third I have always looked at as siblings, or your neighbor who plays with you every day, the people just outside then that cycle. And fourth for me is you know um now that this is how I am with my parents, this is how I am as an individual, I, me, myself, in the first house. But related to others, this is the thing, the way people are perceiving me, whatever. Now, according to this chart, it is about home, roots, family, self care, emotions, mother, children, women, femininity. Yes, but for me, it also is about the outside world. What you start exploring, and you suddenly realize, I might not be great in this subject, but I am always appreciated by my teachers when I do this. That's the stepping out from your safety zone. And when you have stepped out of your safety zone is when the fifth house happens. You meet people, you flirt with them. It's like becoming a teenager now, if you were to bifurcate it even age wise. So from 13 to say 19 would be the fifth house, if you want to try and understand personality wise. And if you think you're going to become all serious and make no mistakes, and you will get everything right the first time, or the first relationship, no way, right? And so on and so forth. There is a way I have looked at the houses in astrology to understand it. But to be safe, let's just follow this, and you figure out where your massive blockage is, and work on clearing your stuff with the opposite house. Great. Now, so, with that being about the Mercury retrograde, it is also quite important you do this homework for yourself, is because of the planets that are going direct. Pluto is about lifetimes after lifetimes, the Akashic records. This mistake or the pattern you have been repeating lifetime after lifetime after lifetime without realizing. That's where you need to do something, you need to change your perspective, you need to let go of something, you need forgiveness, you need to ask for forgiveness, you need to become independent, you need to become less judgmental, whatever your lessons might be. That's what Pluto has given you time to reconsider, and for a little longish time period. And so as he's going to go direct, those situations might come up and you'll be like, whoa, I did my work. and you'll be able to see how far you have traveled. Then Saturn is going to go direct. Saturn is the one who has slowed us all down, and not because, oh, he's just mean, because he is someone who doesn't like changes just for the sake of change, you know. And as people who live in Asia, we do understand that those who love holding on to traditions, and this is the way things have been going, they have a lot of reluctance to let go or allow changes for the sake of changes, and they fight it all along the way. But what that also does is, in a very passive aggressive way, makes it very clear to you when you are very sure you want to go in another direction. The more they oppose, the more you're sure you want to go that way, you know. And right now, Saturn is definitely being constantly challenged by Uranus, who's saying, I want the change, I want it now, it's high time, blah, blah, blah. And when Saturn goes direct, there will be a whole bunch of things that you were getting exasperated. But when then he moves, there'll be another sector you'll face this. So do keep track of where Pluto and Saturn are transiting in your personal charts. And then 18th October is when Jupiter will go direct, as well as Mercury. So all the various misunderstandings, the things where you felt, am I even making any progress? You might feel that things have gone backward for you in some situations. You might have been tested. You might have got false starts a couple of times, and you must be, what is going on? So am I doing this, am I not doing this? Is this new person coming in or not coming in? You know, you will want to have clarity. You will want to know what the hell is going on. Your twin flames, your exes, your friends, someone you had a falling out with, there will be an opportunity to bring closure, to ask for forgiveness, to come back to a level of understanding during this Mercury retrograde. Now, the do's and don'ts, most of you know. Don't be in a hurry. Don't send a text or an email without reading it. Make sure it's sent to the right person. Electric gadgets, be ultra careful. This is the only time period where I kind of recommend 100% unplug everything before you go to sleep. Like, I'm not someone who unplugs my electric kettle or my toaster every night, but during Mercury retrograde, I highly recommend it. You know, like last night, out of the blue, my fan suddenly started making random sounds. So I'm not going to use that fan till I've had a chance to get it looked at. Mercury retrograde doesn't set things wrong. What it tells you is, pay attention to this now, get the servicing done now, get the repairs done now, so that in the long run, it's not a huge loss. So when in Mercury retrograde, something past crush, yeah, because if you've not yet healed, they will keep bringing the things up. That why you still holding on, right? We'll come to past crushes. Hang on. So with electronic gadgets, computer, anything that right now is giving you trouble, is to tell you this is the time to get it repaired. This is the time to get it checked out. If there is a miscommunication with someone, this is the time to repair. This is the time to review. This is the time to think about, is it worth it? Or what else do I need as a qualification? What else do I need for, whatever you might be working towards? Career, finance, your looks, your body, your health, your romance, your friendships, your committed relationship. Where are you being a martyr? Where are you not looking after yourself? This is the time to review, because this is the chance universe gives to us at least 2 to 3 times a year to relook, get a perspective, pull back, become the observer of your own life, your own choices, and figure things out before it becomes a huge ball of mess and chaos in the future. Those who ignore the things that are happening in Mercury retrograde, they go through awful stuff later. So if your car is making a sound right now, immediately take it for servicing. Get it looked at. Because otherwise, later, you might have to replace the entire car, not just one part. That's what I'm trying to get at. So now, I have pulled out a lot of cards and we're going to go down to up. At this time, 11 number card, 2 and 9, stay in balance. Yes, a lot of things are completing the last stage, and we're all tired of hearing that. But it is. How do you know? Because four major planets are going to go direct, and then they're going to move into different houses whenever that happens. Venus and Mars have been house hopping. They are coming and lighting up all different areas of our lives after last year, them being in so much retrograde energy. Now, this year, Venus will go retrograde towards the end of this year. But this entire year, she has come in with beautiful energies, right? So, breathe at this time. It's going to need, you need to take it easy. You need to trust. You need to meditate. I know memes might come across as cheesy, but sometimes they have such wonderful meanings. I love sharing a lot of deep things via the memes because it registers immediately. When you are praying, it's like you are talking. But when you are meditating, that's when you receive the answers. And as with everything, there has to be a give and take. You can't just talk and walk off. You have to wait for a response as well, which is why, people who don't reply or don't go, who ghost and who do the disappearing act, they're just so annoying. But at this time, you have to stay in balance while some things are closing out. It might not even be connected to you. You have to pay attention to your intuition at this time, because there is going to be a lot of spiritual activity happening, wisdom being brought in, epiphanies being brought in, a deep knowing that will come inside of you if you just listen, if you just take time out to meditate, to try and just empty yourself, your mind, of opinions, thoughts, prejudices, assumptions. Answers would come to you. There is something, this is like the third time in very recent time, something that is racing against time. In some aspect, we are running out of time. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The clock, the time is not going to wait for anyone to be like, okay, now I will do it. Now the circumstances are perfect. Now it's not messy. Life is messy. Relationships are messy. When you're given an opportunity, you cannot be in the four of cup energy. When the universe has brought something to you, trust that the universe knows better than you when an opportunity is right for you. And you're like, nah, I'm not ready, you're going to miss out and things might not come back. Imagine, again, use your power of imagination to manifest your visualization power. Think and focus on that which you want to attract, that which you want to happen in your life, not the things that you don't want. Don't think it, don't say it, don't manifest it. Don't give it one iota of your currency being your energy, emotional energy, mental energy, hence your subconscious energy. Just don't invest one ana pi. What are they called? My dad used to say some words. Damri. Don't invest. Your energy is precious. Use it to manifest the life you want to attract. Again, you're co creating. You cannot get specific, yes. You can get sure that, yes, I do want love. I do want to be successful. I do want to be wealthy. How? Let them do their job. Building blocks. A lot of you will see where something who have gone past this number 9 will see cycles closing out, things ending, and brand new things being built upon. You will not even realize that right now you are glowing up, you're growing up, you're evolving, and you're being given brand new building blocks for the future, for the next 8 years, 10 years worth of cycle. You're establishing the foundation now. So you can decide evolve or repeat. The universe is not in a hurry. With the TikTok also, it is about, maybe it's not about your desired timing and outcome and stuff like that. It is about divine timing, the perfect timing, you aligning with that. Okay, now again another 10, 10, 10. You might start seeing 10, 10 when you have completed a certain lesson, a certain karmic cycle. I also look at, whenever I see 10, 10, 10, I see it as a perfect score by being given to you by the universe. There is a story that has been never ending. It could be with someone you consider your twin flame, it can be someone you consider the karmic, it can be with soulmates where you've had endless lifetimes, past lives with, and you keep coming back to the same spot, or there's a very little movement and it's like an infinity sign, and they keep coming back like a bad penny. And it is Mercury retrograde. So wherever there is incomplete stories, they will be brought back, but again for completion, which will be divinely orchestrated. Either you will come together, collaborate, you will come and say, okay, we are going to stay friends, or you're going to be like, we are going to do our life mission together, or we are going to get into a relationship and fucking work on it. We are going to come on the same page. We're going to learn how to communicate. One of those are going to happen because it's 3 and 7. It's not 0 and 1 or 1 and 0. You have to work with this person. You have to make something work out of it. You're brought together for a reason. The never ending story. Yes, 7 7 and 7 triple seven. We all seeing 7 7. I hope you are. I am seeing them everywhere. And eights. Oh my god. Um yes, when the transition is happening, you will feel lost, you will feel confused, you will feel fogged up, you will be scared, you might get feelings of foreboding or something like that. Is everyone still here? Yeah. So it's okay. When you are in a transit, when you're on a journey, the image I'm seeing is that of railway stations and airports. You most likely 98% of the time you're going to meet transitory people. At this time, don't start getting attached. Be still, be in your balance, allow things to play out. If things are leaving, people are coming and then going, and then something is happening, false starts. You're not lost. You're in transition. You're in transit. You're getting there. You really are. You've leveled up. It's a new terrain. For those of you who have already leveled up, you will be feeling the difference. The energies are so intense. 2 years ago, you would have fallen ill. But now it's minor irritation. Your face will be glowing. Even if you've not slept through the night, even if you've not eaten, even if you've been crying through the night, you will be glowing. People will be remarking. People will be attracted to your energy. because you've leveled up. If you were on 5D, you're going to 6D. If you were on 6D, you're going to 7D, because you've been persistent and consistent. And those who no longer vibrate at your energy, where your values are no longer the same, where you're not moving towards the same direction, if you're not about oneness and love and harmony and service, they're not going to resonate with your vibration. They have to fall off. It's not shade and hate and salty. No, they are on their journey, at their pace, at their speed. If they're meant to catch up, they will. But at this time, you're going to be paired up, be it in friendships, be it in love. Those who are the ones new awakening, you're going to be shown who your mentor is going to be on this journey. And as Ravisha will testify, you do not get to choose. Once you allocated your class teacher, well, she's your class teacher. You cannot ask for a transfer. Ooh, awesome. So, we are moving. Right now, you might feel, oh my God, is this situation back? Did I not clear the exam? I'm 100% sure I cleared my exam. I'm 100% sure I learned my lessons. Great. Then why are you afraid? If you were an overgiver, if you just trusted people blindly, if you did all that, and this time you didn't, you cleared your exam. This time, when you listen to your intuition, you passed the exam. So, no need to be scared. They're just making sure, they're checking the bolts and the nuts that, yeah, everything is fine now. So, you don't fall apart as soon as you land on your new terrain, your new dimension, your new life. Imagine when you go for a vacation and the first day you get food poisoning, it's terrible. So, you might as well let them check everything in you that, yes, you're ready. That's all, okay? For those who have not completed their lessons, oh well, a little longer. That's fine. You have to also at this time see another 10, 10, 10, 10. You have to also remain flexible. You have to remain open, adaptable at this time, because if you're not supple in mind, in your body, in your heart, and you're fixed and you're rigid, you'll break, you'll snap. You won't be able to handle the changes that are coming. You might have to change your entire perspective of how you've looked at something. When there was untouchability, and then the generation that saw the switch, for them, if they are not flexible, they snap. We have to stay flexible at this time, and that is also telling me, please make sure you're getting some amount of physical exercise. Be flexible in your opinions. Just because you are correct doesn't mean you cannot allow someone to continue. There's a story I'm going to post about uh, a lion. No, what was it? I'm going to post that story as well. If I have, uh, most likely on Insta, I'll post it, or I'm going to somehow send it to Ravisha, and then maybe she can share it on the Nikita's audio group and stuff. But you will understand what I'm trying to say with that story. If you're right, you don't need to convince, you don't need to waste your time trying to prove you're right. Let them think what they think. Just allow them to be. Let them be. Then there is something within you, as well as in your connection with others, that needs to be cleaned up. There might have been misunderstandings, there might have been arguments, there might have been difference of opinions. It might be a literal physical decluttering, Mercury retrograde, or any retrograde time, or whenever I feel guided. I personally think spring cleaning should be an ongoing process. Besides, now the festival seasons are going to start, and it's always a wonderful time to declutter, create space for the new. If you're someone who gets new clothes for the festivals, as many as you're getting, give those many plus one, not the torn ones, not the horrible ones, good ones. Maybe you have increased in size, maybe it's a color you're never going to wear again. Maybe it should be good quality, it should not have tears, it should not be useless. Your bakery space, definitely where you work, has to be decluttered and cleared up. Their decks I pull out and then I put away, and then, as per each reading or cycles, that has to keep happening. Oh, yeah. So, give away, if you're getting five set of new clothes, give away five plus one. Just clean up your own act, clean up your own emotions. Are you still carrying victimhood? Are you still carrying martyrdom? Are you still carrying thoughts like, nobody loves me, I'm not attractive, I'm not desirable, I am always a failure, if they knew the real me they would never like me, oh, once somebody sees my anger they will never love me? Are you carrying those thoughts? Are you sure they are real, or it's just a story again you're being fed by your own self just to keep you small, in order to keep you safe? From what? You're still hurting. So level up, rise up, do you, whatever you are. You're a flirt, you're a flirt. Be that till you stop feeling the need to be a flirt. Don't be a flirt because you just like attention. Be a flirt if you like sharing of positive energies. And then finally, loyal heart, and underneath that is milk and honey. By the end of this Mercury retrograde, like 3 weeks, yeah, 20th October, let's mark that date. There is going to be for a whole bunch of you a reunion, harmoniously, joyfully, lovingly. If there's someone you're not talking with, communication will come in. A lot of situation, and you're going to get a lot of wonderful rewards, prosperity, and things like that. Isn't that a gorgeous, gorgeous oracle reading? That's so positive. I was like dreading this. Track me. Hi, track me. What's your name? I mean, if you want to share. Hey people, I would greatly appreciate if you just use this time to give me a thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. You'll be able to comment and have participate in the live chat as well. Once you're subscribed, within 5 minutes, you'll be able to chat. Neha and all of you who are here, please do give me a thumbs up. Now we're going to check for, at this time, what are we going to probably be triggered or working on, or what will be brought up from our shadow aspects during this Mercury retrograde. A tendency to be an escapist. I don't know what I'm doing. Just, if you have the energy that you don't want confrontation, you don't like conflict, and so you think the best solution is run away, or I won't think about this, I'll think about this tomorrow. What are you, Scarlett O'Hara? Fiddle dee dee then. Only book lovers will understand this reference. This is about Mercury retrograde, and right now we are just starting what are the shadow aspects that might come up during these next 3 weeks that we need to work on and heal and release. So, the first one is escapist. Okay, second one is being childish, throwing tantrums, being stubborn, feeling entitled, wanting others to cater to you, look after you. Whereas in the positive, childish or childlike energy can be so refreshing, having the wonder and awe. So, moving from a spoiled brat to innocent, open, open to adventures, easily forgiving, looking at the world with wonder and awe. Keep watching. You will understand very soon. Just apply it to your life and you'll understand. You don't need to know tarot. Just listen. Just hang here. We are a wonderful community. We'll talk to you in a minute. Medicating. If some of you have been self medicating, using getaway drugs, alcohol, eating chocolates, junk food, or even if you're a hypochondriac and you've been medicating, over medicating, if you're going to keep focusing on what's not okay, what is probably sick, probably unwell, probably, that's exactly what's going to happen. Forget metaphysics. Ever heard of autosuggestion? That's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to psych yourself into illness. If you're going to keep worrying, the universe will say, here, I'll give you an actual reason to worry about. You might feel the need to overindulge, you might go overboard. Be careful, be mindful. Invading. Are you someone who's up in other people's business? Do you like to spy? Do you have an opinion about everyone else's life choices or something like that? Or you might be attracting someone like this into your life who has got their long point and you can just hand it back to them. Unavailable. If you are attracting emotionally unavailable people, it's because you're unavailable, and that is going to happen. What does unavailable mean? They might be too busy at work. They might have a lot of family responsibilities. It doesn't always mean a married man or a married woman. It could. It could just mean that they're so scared, even though they love you to the moon and the stars, they are afraid of expressing it. They're afraid of getting hurt. That's where the mirroring takes place. Unstable. Wherever you have insecurities, instability within you, that will get highlighted during this Mercury retrograde, and there might be a lot of tears. Oh my god. And from something in the past, it's a skull. You will be crying over something from the past? Well, might as well and clear it out. Vengeful. You need to clear this ASAP. If you are hoping that karma gets someone, I keep asking. I mean, yesterday I was talking to someone and I asked, I said, well, most of us, not all of us, have childhood wounds given to us by our parents. Do you wish karma comes and gets them? Do you want a front row there? No, right? And if you can forgive them, who probably are the root cause of most of your issues, your emotional issues and wounds in this part of your life, If you're willing to forgive them and love them and overlook them, then why are you holding things against who were called strangers? Karma knows what she's doing, and no matter what anyone says, Karma is not a bitch. Just because someone has other priorities or makes a choice, not you, doesn't mean they deserve to rot in hell. And she does get those who need that kind of hard lessons. So, doubts, self doubts. If you cannot trust yourself, how will you ever, ever, ever trust anyone else? The best thing in the world can happen to you, and you will self sabotage it. These are the themes or situations that might occur to bring your attention to this is where you need healing. It is not about, oh my God, I'm going to go and hide in a cave and come out after 4 weeks. Then it might happen at a very inconvenient time. Lessons are not going anywhere. Cold. If you feel left out in the cold, if you have left someone out in the cold, if you have turned cold because, oh, you were so hurt in some situations, and especially things like self pity, feeling sorry for yourself. No, no. These themes are going to probably come up during this Mercury retrograde. Okay, and I hope you're going to be aware in the present, conscious enough to undo it, to do your work, to work with affirmations and clearing and all of that so that it doesn't recur. We are going towards the happy things towards the end. So we are getting the heavy duty stuff out of the way now. Surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Right? That was a message for some of us. So now we're going into the surrender deck, and while I'm shuffling and pulling out cards, you can send me messages and I'll read. Where did everyone go? Am I boring you guys? Is this too long? Today is going to be very long. We need to clear these exams. Come on. Next year is 2022. We want a solid foundations. We want that happiness. We want stable, loving relationship. We want all that. So let's do our homework thoroughly before this year ends. We've gone through so much that we never would have imagined that we could have survived in the last 2 years, not knowing who's telling the truth, who's lying, just being locked up, teenagers missing their prom, missing their, the year of freedom and exploring and, just being stuck at home. We've gone through so much. We should be so proud of ourselves. Yes, it is the long lecture before the. It's like a quick revision before your finals. Come on, I'm doing this. I'm sad. Send me some love right now. Okay, this will go through quickly because we have done these so many times that I'm sure that you know we all know them by heart. So. Oh, it did come out again. And bottom of the deck is surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. That's bottom of the deck. Now, surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. Surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations or, positive action even. Surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. Stay detached, stay in observer mode. Keep repeating to yourself, I will not make this about me, not my monkey, not my circus. Depending on if someone is yelling at you, it's hard to say not my monkey, not my circus because it is. But you can still be like, that's about her or him, not about me. That's their opinion, not the fact, right? Surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work trying to fix someone. No, you cannot change people. You can accept them or you can distance yourself. Okay? Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. We can hold space for them. We can give them the tools. We can ask the right questions that will assist them to come to a decision. That's all. We can love them unconditionally, but we don't need to be in an unconditional form of relationship with them. They need to come correct. They need to come correct. Surrender your addictions. I did see that with the medication card. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. If you haven't watched What the Divine Masculine Wished You Knew, I've explained the void, the crater, and please, everyone, we all have an inner divine masculine and an inner divine feminine inside of us. So just because the title says divine masculine doesn't mean you should not watch it. Please do. There are always channeled messages that will help you and will resonate with you. But surrender stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding, flexible. Remember, this will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Self talk is so important. Surrender obsessive thinking. Okay, if you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Surrender to non action. There will be moments where instead of charging ahead just because a thought occurred to you, running ahead of when before you're ready or before you've been given the green signal by the universe, pause. Now is the time to be still and not act, because this is not the time to start something new, be it relationship, venture, business, anything, unless you already started it before Mercury retrograde. Now is a time to be quite still and do your inner work. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. So if you're in a chaser energy, should I call? Should I go? Should I do this? No. Let them come to you. Surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinion to do. Be it this, be it this, be it what job you should be, who you should be with. You should be single, you should be married, you should be pregnant. Just, return it from right here. Don't even let it go in. Trust yourself and your decisions. At this time, our intuition is so strong. Don't be swayed by people's strong opinion about what to do. do that job, go for that interview, dress like this, be with so and so. Make your own decisions. Take action and be confident that you've chosen the right path. And if it's not the right path, well, you'll come to know very soon. Universe will make sure they will create certain situations. Surrender to passion. That's one of the indications. The energy flow becomes effortless when you're with the right person, when you're at the right job. When I'm doing these readings for you guys, time flies. It literally does. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Creativity, sacral chakra. Make sure you're making time to clearing your sacral chakra, not just your base chakra. Oh, I just want stability and security and my bills to be paid. Have fun. Be playful. Do things that you love. A hideous painting, it's a rotten poem, it is not something you can put on Insta or social media. So what? Do the dance that you cannot ever post. It's for you. Sing in that donkey brain voice of yours. It's okay. Do it. Surrender to your full power. Don't be scared of how powerful you are. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Just to keep your friends happy, just to keep people from thinking that, oh my god, she's got too big for her boots. Stop playing it small. Stop underplaying your talent. Come into your full power. This I got with the other deck as well. Surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. Right. So, what, and I didn't intend to do this, but it is occurring to me, what might occur in some romantic connections at this time? Yeah, so as I'm shuffling, you can please start talking and you can probably start sending me your questions or stuff, because then right after this deck we are going to get into a mini tarot reading, how to navigate or what we can expect as situations, like maybe four situations we'll pull out, and then we'll take personal question answers for those who are here. And last time I felt so bad, I did not pull out messages, love messages for Trisha. I'm so sorry, Trisha. So, in love, what kind of situations can we expect during this Mercury retrograde? Love relationships, in separation, in breakup, exes, ex crushes, whatever, whatever. What's going to be? Okay. Not all might be for you. Okay. When spirit wants a message to be hammered in, they hammer it in. They keep reiterating it again and again. Okay, so some of you here might be parents, single parent, or whatever. You might have children, and at this time your children might need your attention. For a whole bunch of you, you might need to work on your inner children, get healing, be observant. Some of your inner children are healed, but they need to come out and play. At this time, anything that is coming up, treat it casually, be playful, be flirty, have fun, allow your inner fun side to come out without getting attached, without starting to dream and plan for the future. Just be in the moment, have a good time. Playfulness three times over. It's crucial if you want to get out of this Mercury retrograde with your sanity intact. Bring out your humor bone. Your sense of humor is very, very required. If you're going to take yourself so seriously all the time, make everything about you, take the arrow that was going that way, take it and then just jab yourself with it. Well, just saying. So work with your inner children, allow them to come out and play. They will feel really happy. For some of you, if you have children, they might be some need, or you might have a wonderful time with your children. Maybe you'll go on picnics or long drives, or your child might suddenly want to watch a film with you or something. It might be something good. Okay. um for some of you, unrequited love as a theme might come up for you to sit and do your inner work, to heal that aspect of yours, to fill that crater with your self love. Think back on things that other people have loved you, your parents, your best friend, or a 2 day crush, or whatever. It's not that you've never known love, you have. You have to just think back, bring that energy down, anchor that as the one that you want to go on, multiply that energy. For a whole bunch of you, there will be a lot of passion running high. There might be hookups for some of you because playfulness and passion, and I'm going on saying this with Venus and Scorpio and stuff like that. It's going to be so sexed up. I'm feeling the whole energy, and your heart and your soul is going to sing. And it's not just in sex. I just said, do and create and do things that you love doing for the sake of yourself, not to show anyone, not to impress anyone. You want to sing, you want to dance, you want to do embroidery which comes out looking like whatever. Do it. If it makes you happy, do it. Let your passions run, and that will clear your sacral chakra as well. Okay, so those are some of the themes. I suspect it does. So, at the beginning of this video, I have talked a bit about how you're going to work with that, the astrological part. Um, Everything is interconnected, you know. One aspect gets blocked. It's like one chakra gets blocked, everything gets blocked. Just one is open, rest are clogged, it will be worn out, you know. So, the first situation, Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. Okay, so now there are multiple situations I'm hearing. Some of you, or who are going to be watching this later, there was a situation where you wanted a different kind of a life. You wanted something else for yourself, and you had to leave the comfort, or your parents and you didn't see eye to eye, and you left that house because you want to strike it on your own, and now you're having to live without a whole bunch of comforts or things that you were used to. It's cold, it's lonely. But now that you've taken that step, focus on why you did and work towards that. All right. For the rest of you, there has been a breakup and someone left you out in the cold, and there might be situations where you will need to keep yourself warm for some time. A situation that has suddenly come to a standstill because someone cannot change their perspective, but it's going to happen. It's happening right now. And for others of you, you're feeling a financial lack. It's not that you don't have anything, you have just about enough. But if you just keep going, just hold on a bit longer, it is going to start getting better. Okay, now let's see what's going on. Now, those are the few scenarios I'm seeing. So now take these messages as it would pertain to that message. Whatever this is, be it financial situation, a breakup in a relationship, leaving your family's house, or your family checking you out, whatever the thing is, because of difference of opinion, maybe because a sacrifice was required, maybe a taking of a risk was what was the change in perspective. Somebody had to just let go of something from the past and start new, and they just couldn't. They got stuck in their head, in their thoughts. They became ultra defensive and guarded, and they just refused to take the fresh new beginning. But it happened suddenly. It was shocking. It was like a whole foundation just crumbled. It could have happened around the Pisces full moon, or but there were a lot of fears here. Someone did not want to reveal their emotional truth. Someone was in the influence of illusions. Even though the truth was shown to them, they didn't want to accept it, and their subconscious was making the problems appear bigger than they actually were. That's what could have happened around this full moon. Okay, but what the universe is saying, hang on, come into your own elements. You're gorgeous, you're sexy, you have so much passion and drive inside of you. You're being guarded by your dragon. You have a black kitten around you, or just a kitten around you. You could be a fire sign or dealing with a fire sign. It could just be that this is your element. You're passionate about something. All right, so what about it? Tell us something more about that. Where do I keep my deck? So that's what happened. Something shocking, something that brought up a lot of emotions. Someone walking away perhaps from a situation because of the hangman, because someone was not willing to take the leap of faith, the risk, give the fresh new beginning. Someone could have just been stuck with a karmic and addictive relationship. Queen of Wands again. So someone walked away, all right, in the situation. So what do we have here? The sudden ending could have been with someone you consider your soulmate. It could be something to do with your childhood, like the parent situation. Someone you have extreme amount of memories with, a childhood friend. Okay, but now you are being guided to go in another direction. Okay, to keep going, because that cycle is ending and balance is going to be restored now, not like some way up ahead. I want to know why the Queen of Wands is here, please, Spirit. Queen of Wands. So you might have been up in your head about the situation. Should I, shouldn't I? What should I do? You're wanting to take action, or that's what was happening. Maybe towards someone who loves you, or you have a lot of love in this situation. Could be a Pisces. For me, King of Cups is Pisces, but it could be other water signs as well, Cancer or Scorpio. Um, this person does have deep amount of love for you. They look at you as extremely independent, chilled out, dope, whatever, you're cool, you're doing your thing, and there's a lot of happiness about to come in. So I'm not understanding, spirit, what about the Five of Pentacles? So it's just going to get fixed on its own? You just need to do you, allow the whole cycles to fall away? That's what I'm hearing. Just allow it to play out. What? Tell me. Okay. So how is the justice going to come? What shape and form is the justice going to come? Well, someone is going to come if this person is sitting there just holding on to the precious emotions, for example, and not expressing, not doing anything, not taking a leap of faith. Well, here comes someone else now. And they have a beautiful offer. And not only that, they have the best looking chocolate cake and a glass of wine to boot. And they have a beautiful shaggy dog. And they have the business or whatever. They're sorted. So you want to sit and stew in your emotions even when you have so much love and not do something? The Queen of Wands is not single for very long. There will be messages, there will be opportunities. If it's a job, if it's money, yes, a small thing will start it on getting it rolling. It something small will get it rolling. Oh my god. There might be a Gemini involved, there might be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn involved, you or your person, a Libra, a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So you have all the tools. Trust yourself. You are manifesting, yes, but you're also taking, control. You will be given that control. There will be an opportunity that will come your way. If there was a heartbreak with your soulmate, it's gonna get fixed. To be a bit of conundrum around this. Okay, this was the first question. Now the second one. Let's do that. So, first was the Five of Pentacles for people feeling left out in the cold, not having sufficient finances, or you have left the security or something that you've known for a while, or you were thrown out of your family's house or something like that. That part of the reading may apply for you. Now, I'm getting the time is changing in your favor. That's the next probably message. Let's see what comes through. See. Nine of Swords. This is for someone you're either not sleeping well. If you fall asleep, you're woken up every few hours or something. It's not a very restful sleep. It could be about a love situation. There could be someone here really overthinking, overstressing. That could be a situation. Know that it's all in your head. Okay? Not restful at all. Yeah. For some of you, the message is that you want to leave certain energies of conflict, of arguments, of fights, or some toxic situations. You want to move away from that. But what I'm hearing is, why do you want to sneak away? Do it in the daytime. Hold your head up. You don't need to sneak away at night like a thief in the night. You're not doing something wrong. You're choosing peace. You are choosing peace. I'm sorry, Mercury retrograde. I'm going to blame that there. You're choosing peace. Can you still hear me? Please, somebody tell me you can hear me. Ah, thank you. You're choosing peace. You don't need to be ashamed. If you need time to think, say it, go. You need to leave some friends behind. Say thank you. It was wonderful. I'm just not resonating with you guys anymore, or whatever you need to say. Don't sneak away. Just don't be sneaky. A lot of emotions are going to come up about this situation that's kept you in so much anxiety, overthinking, that kind of energy. They will have to be purged. You have to clear, you have to face it. You have to face your worst impressions of yourself. What do you think the world thinks of you? What do you think the person you love so much thinks of you? Face it. They will be coming up. I'm seeing upcoming full moon will be equally significant for those of you who are resonating with this insomnia's club or overthinking club. You might have to walk away. There are two cards of walking away, moving away, because the situation is not emotionally giving you anything. The cups are empty, and all that you need is with you. And don't worry, you're going to be just fine. Your work, your monies, the harvest, just stay in your power. Don't let people make you feel something. They cannot. Unless you already feel that inside of you, if they say something, it will just wash off. You know, like they say, over a duck's back, water over a duck's back, it will just roll out over. It will just flow away. If it is in you, that's when it will resonate like a gong, da-dong, and reverberate. So you're going to be just fine. Financially, yes. Every other which way, yes. Sun, sun, sun. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so you in your elements, you're going to bounce back after you decide to walk away from toxic situations, conflict, confrontations, arguments, and you like, okay, bye, nice knowing you, bye. You're going to come back into your elements. There might be a lot of people, new people who will come into you. You might spend time with your friends. There might be some celebrations. You might even go out for picnics or something. You're going to get a lot of options. Don't let that confuse you. Revel in it. Think of yourself as one of those, debutante balls where a girl from high society was introduced to society, and all the suitors had to come and get into her dance card, and she didn't be like, oh my god, who should I marry? She danced. She let them prove to her that they are willing to make the effort. They had to win her heart. Right now, be the belle of the ball. Enjoy the options, be it in your career. It's not confusing, it's not stressful, it's fun to have options. Not once you have decided and you're committed. That's not what I'm saying. But see, from 8 to 7, one less tension. Okay, how I also look at 7 and 8 of cups is, at this time your energy might be being poured into several people, several things, and that will make you feel depleted. So if you're working, you're cooking, you have to take care of your kids, and then you have an affair, and then you have a husband, and then you have other things, and then you have your bestie. Take time out. Figure out what needs you to walk away. What are the two cups that are worth work? walking towards, and where do you need peace and quiet? Don't get swayed. Stay in your power. There's so much here for you. Why? I mean, what are you going to choose? This or this? I'm also seeing day and night. In the day, you might present yourself to the world as this happy, peppy, joyful, whatever, and at night, this is what you feel lonely and not sorted and not in control. It can also indicate your heart and mind are coming into balance, your yin and yang is coming into balance. But I'm seeing that there are two sides of you, one that you show to people and one that you might actually be. Hmm. Okay. But I'm seeing something is coming into balance for someone who's stressing out here. So tell us a bit more about what is coming into balance, what is getting sorted out, or something. What was the swords all about? Needing to move away, or someone moved away? Okay, seven of swords. I hate that card, and that too in combo with nine of swords. That's way too many swords. Okay, first message I'm hearing: the thing that happened exactly the way it was supposed to, but there's going to be healing. You might be praying at this time, asking for solution or asking for clarity or something like that. Do let me know if it is resonating. Now my problem here is seven of sword. Did someone steal a concept or something from you? Did someone just want to sneak away to avoid conflict because of the six of sword? Instead of just saying I need time or I need to get away or whatever, somebody here just sneaked away. Where did it go here? Six to the seven of sword. Like, that's dumb shit. Just talk, dude. Like, whatever. And listen, this is for the collective. It might not be for you. It might not be aimed at anyone, be it on Insta, be it on YouTube. And I'm saying something, it's not targeted at anyone. I have more like 30,000 images, and I'm not even joking. How can I show you the number? If I could, I would. But how I post on Insta is when I'm given a theme for a day or something. I just scroll and then I stop. Once it's stopped, the one that I'm drawn to, if it's relevant to the topic of the day, I post it. They say you don't get over someone until you find someone or something better. As humans, we don't deal well with emptiness. An empty space must be filled immediately. The pain of emptiness is too strong. It compels the victim to fill this space. A single moment with that empty spot causes excruciating pain. That pain moves from distraction to distraction and from attachment to attachment. See, and I'm sure this message will mean something to one of you or a lot of you. So please don't take things personally. It's not targeting anyone. So someone here might have just sneaked away, or for some of you, there was someone who was playing you, lied, had sneaky behavior, betrayed you probably, stole from you, stole your peace of mind, stole your heart, something. But the first message I got was someone just sneaked away to avoid conflict. They didn't want to have a fight or a showdown. It could have been a missed opportunity. Someone got spooked by something that the universe offered them and they ran. And if that's the situation, sure, Meghna, sure. Someone who might have let an opportunity go by and they are now regretting it. They're in their head about it. If that is you, take action, a small little action. But if it's not you, and right now because a message came in action, let them come to you and stuff, it will come. The message will come, the apology will come, and it will come quite fast, quite rapidly. It can be a very passionate person. One of the things you might notice about this person is they're hot and cold, they might be inconsistent, they might be just a fun person to be with, and they might not yet have gained a sense of seriousness or maturity. They might just be someone younger to you, maybe, at least in energies or maturity level, if not in age. So I'm seeing a lot of people coming towards you all, but specifically this Nine of Sword person, multiple people coming at you. Someone who has been in on the road since forever because they want things to be perfect and they are really serious, but they have been on the road for like years, 6 years, 5 years, whatever. And then there is this person who is fun, who's passionate, but who's inconsistent, unreliable, all that. And now you're like, who do I choose? What do I do? They might both show up at the same time for some of you. This can be two opportunities as well. And it's going to get you all up in your head. What you're going to do? Wait and watch. They will reveal their true selves to you. You will take a leap of faith. You will be guided. You will get your fresh new beginning. That's what is going to happen for you. Touch wood. So that was the second situation. Now we do the third situation. So what was kind of destined was, let me look at that. Why did it play out like this? This was supposed to happen like this because there was confusion about someone leaving you out in the cold, broke your heart. That cycle is over. They were the devil, they were toxic, they were not good. You were probably just addicted to this person. They were breadcrumbing you, they were not fair. You felt extremely burdened by this entire journey. There was a lot of, they wanted you to do all the share of the work. They didn't want to invest time, effort, love, anything. You had to just carry this whole relationship, and it had to end. You're the only one putting in work, and you had to set yourself free. That was your lesson from that situation, from that person. That was your lesson. So learn it, say thank you, do ho'oponopono with that person, take your time out, do your stuff, and then allow the new to come in. I know Indian men seem to think that they are God's gift to womankind, and that, oh, once one of them breaks a heart, there'll never be anyone new. As if there are a lot of fish, whale, dolphin, octopuses, starfishes, jellyfishes, lot of stuff, marine life in the world. Okay, the moon. Someone here is feeling extremely emotional. Something could have been triggered during this full moon, so this might be for you. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancerian. Oh my god, for some of you, the twin towers might be significant in some way. Okay, so what about the situation, Spirit? So, this part of the reading, this spread is going to be about that. Not fun, not fun. Oh no. So, this full moon, or recently, you got deeply hurt, deeply wounded. You felt betrayed by a situation that had been ongoing, something that you thought was your long term commitment. Someone here could have actually gone through their divorce proceedings or something like that. Or someone you thought is going to be your long term, your person, your love of your life. And That ended and very brutally, and now you're in sadness, you're depressed, you're just not interested in anything. You're having to process a lot, and there was lying and stuff happening in that situation. And with this, listen, I'm not going to say, oh, this person sneaked away. This is betrayal. This is lying, cheating, stealing, murder. This is not done. And there's so much grief to be processed in this. And that grief is being brought up. So you deal with it. Because everyone around you will say, don't cry, don't cry. Please cry. Lock yourself in a room, hit your pillows, tear your pillows, just scream at the walls, write your journal, tear your journal, burn it up, deal with it. Let it go. And then after that, don't spend 1 second on them. Don't think. Clear it out. Forgive them, forgive yourself, and move on. See, conflict, competition, argument. What was this relationship anyway? Why do you want to cry about such a person? Let them go. Because you're the queen of wands. You're so gorgeous. You're amazing. And there are going to be so many people coming towards you. And if you think that, oh, just because someone went away, your life is over, well, somebody else is going to step in, and the things that got halted are going to continue. So, there, I'm with you. Yeah, that person was a complete devil. Show us more about this new situation. We don't want to know about the liar cheater. No, no, no. Tell us more about the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands and Three of Pentacles. You're manifesting. You've got everything. You've got the resources. Yes, you do. Devil, Ravisha, devil. I'm trying to be polite. Stuck energy, stuck energy. Okay, okay. Tell us more. Tell us more about this full moon. So once all that and healed and the purging does take place, okay, then what happens? What happens next for this person or people who are resonating with this part? Closing out. You graduated. That is over and done with. And hallelujah. Here's your victory. Clarity. Hells, yeah. Good going. So, what's coming with the Three of Pentacles or what's coming next? Three of Pentacles being clarified by Three of Pentacles and Ten of Cups. You will be emotionally fulfilled. Some of you are going to be married or in a committed relationship whenever that happens. Now, stop thinking about it. Stop thinking. So there is going to be something that you need to work as a team. You will be collaborating with people, a situation that had got halted, a business plan, what are they called? Startup, a channel you might have started or something. You are going to find the support. You're going to find the correct people who can work with you or help you take it forward. It will happen. Yes, for some of you there is going to be the higher level of commitment. You might meet your divine partner, you might get into marriage, some of you might already be married. All right. You have to, yes, still hold your boundaries. Does not mean you need to be behind an iron curtain or iron wall. Just boundaries. And you don't need to be afraid of your own boundaries. You don't like something, it's your right to say no. It's your right. And if you're exhausted, it's just because you've been doing it. You've given so much of yourself. you might come across as the wounded warrior or a person coming towards you because you've been fighting something for so long. Stop fighting. You're on the last stretch. I told you this cycle is over, right? And here comes your divine partner. Did I not just say that? Your counterpart. With marriage. That's what it's up ahead for you. Those who got triggered this full moon. Those who didn't, aren't you wishing you were triggered? This full moon. There is going to be so much happiness. Come back into your true element. Who cares if it was a stagnant situation or whatever? Someone needed to find the inner strength and courage to move forward. And they're gonna. Because now it's time. Now it's time. Lessons have been learned. Those who had to be cut off have been cut off. The purging has taken place. Once all that is done, everything is going to start moving. Your true counterpart is going to be brought to you. So, have we done three? Have we done all four? I think one more is remaining, right? One more set. What up? Why is it nobody else is joining us today? People are not interested in knowing what Mercury retrograde might bring up. Brave. And where did your friend disappear? If she doesn't have patience to sit through one, you think she will learn from me anything? Here we go. After a long, long journey, a lot of thinking, someone feeling extremely overwhelmed and burdened, there's going to be an offer of love, a gesture of love. Prince Charming coming. All right. So let's find out about the situation. Yippee! Yes, indeed. So some of you have been, and let's face it, every one of us feels that way. And last 3 years have been for romantic situations quite dreadful, dry, if I might say so. Like, where the juicy people at? So people have been feeling cold, left out in the cold, and feeling, you know, I am so lonely, that kind. But here comes the justice. The balance is going to be restored. Universe is going to pay. See, when retrogrades end, what happens is your report card is given. How did you fare? How did you do? Did you learn? Did you excel? Did you do more than you were asked to do? What? And then as they leave is when they leave a reward for you. At least Indians will know about a concept called Sade Sati. Saturn, 7.5 years. When I was going through that, end of that is when I got my son. He was my reward from Saturn. So, justice, karmic balance, fairness, the truth of a matter will come out. Okay, so where there has been this bickering and nonsense, and maybe you guys were arguing and whatever, that situation is going to change. So, what is the romantic? Tell us about that. Yeah, you had to take some time out to heal from that BS. And here comes the sun. For some of you, the person might be a Libra or a Leo. There's been a lot of waiting. There has to be patience because you have to see. You can't just overnight expect fruits when you've just planted the seed. And so there has been a bit of waiting in the situation. You will be given a lot of options. You might be at this time fantasizing and, also trying to manifest. There could be a person who's a Leo, Sag, or Aries in this, and they are planning to take action towards you. They are kind of realizing the truth of a matter and seeing how happy you make them. They are actually seeing you for your truth, how much you have to give, how generous you might be. They have been protecting their heart, they have been protecting themselves, because maybe they have gone through something similar in the past and they were lied to and they were in a third party situation, and it was dreadful for them. So they, and the walking away and all of that. So they might have been focusing on trying to listen to the intuition, what they need to do, whoever this person is. Okay. It might be someone who is extremely nurturing, someone very giving. Okay. Someone who could be earth sign, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, or it could be you, that is one of the signs. This person does see you and you also see them as wish fulfillment, a lot of joy. And if you guys had a falling out, you could have been seeing 555 or whatever, but you guys were really really missing each other a lot. Oh, 555. But 4 5, and then we're moving from there. So they, you might look at them as your wish fulfillment, or they look at you as that someone they would love to marry or be with or something. Oh my god, how did I not even see this? Do you know what's coming? What your wish is being granted? That's Ace of Cup and Ace of Wands. By the way, that imagery is extremely sexual as well, but there is beautiful brand new ideas coming to you as well, inspirations, about art, music, about traveling, writing, ideas. You'll be filled with so much energy. And with the Ace of Cup, you're filling your own cup with self love and all of that, which is leading to your Nine of Cups, leading to your happiness, leading to this Prince Charming coming, and karmic justice being brought your way. Now, tell us more about this Knight of Cups. Hi, Trina. I'm sorry I kept calling you Trisha last time. I'm so sorry, Trina. You're ready for your rewards, as are we. As are we. And I'm so sorry I forgot to pull out your love messages last time. Okay, we want to know more about this Prince Charming. So, yes, yes, universe, we know something old has died and ended. All right. Yes, we know. Hmm. So, the time is now moving in your favor. Please, please, it's come out twice. So, I'm saying this again. Don't just jump to conclusion that you've healed and you have dealt with something. Use this retrograde time, really go over with a fine tooth comb your emotional woundings, your triggers, your issues. Heal, heal, heal. Rest, listen to your body, all that, because you are going to get the recognition that you want, the rewards that you want, the victory. There'll be a lot of wisdom coming in. All right, healing will take place, destinies are playing out, your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Stay in your Empress energy. Empresses don't go chasing around anyone. People come and offer their homage, their respect on their knees to the Empress. Empress can also indicate someone who's a mother figure, working with orphans, working with animals, babysitting someone else's children or something like that. So stay in your Empress energy. You have leveled up, and definitely for sure, these two cards together tell me divine feminine, divine feminine who's leveled up. The stars are aligning. So, if your heart is still got some blockages, you might be feeling a bit of pain or some kind of pressure, the double heartbeat, work with the baby pink energy, keep clearing out front and back. All your chakras have to be cleared out front and back. The eddy works like, the funnels. I won't try. You know what I'm saying. Front and back of your chakras need to be cleared, but especially your heart chakra and your upper heart chakra. Choices will be presented to you. Use this time to manifest what you desire. If you are stretched too thin, if you're investing in too many things, narrow your stuff down. A sniper is a sniper, an excellent sniper, because they can stay still for hours, be it mosquitoes, be it dead bodies around them, it doesn't matter. Their focus is on one target, and they stay on that target for as long as they need to. They don't go "Tsh, tsh." No, that happens in rotten films. And no, you want what you want, then get focused. A lot of emotions, especially heart blockages, are going to get cleared out for you at this time. And that's when these messages of love are going to be brought to you, the divine feminine, no matter what your gender is. So keep doing you, keep taking care of your kingdom, your finances, your body, your emotion, your mind. Do your clearing. There's wonderful happiness up ahead of you. Your prayers have been answered, your wishes are coming true. Brand new offers in love, very passionate, in business, you know, something that is emotionally fulfilling, because it's time for your karmic dues, your rewards, justice, the truth, the world to see how much you have to give, so much love. This is for me the Libra card as well. It can indicate, of course, for some of you, and I always forget to mention it, there might be some legal situations like divorce, etc. But for me, it is also about marriages, commitments, not marriages, human made marriages, but like deep, heartfelt, you know, things that are actually orchestrated by the divine, those kind of situations. So, those were the four different situations. I hope at least one of them resonated with you. Put together that might tell one entire story. Do let me know. Meditations, yes. The twin heart meditation, but I used to record, personalized guided meditations depending on what the people were going through, Trina. So I do love to work with the violet flame, the twin heart, not twin flame, the twin heart, where you see the baby pink light, engulfing, increasing, from your house to your city to the entire state to the entire country to the entire continent to the entire globe, and you hold that vision, right? I love that heart meditation as well. I love working with Ho'oponopono, because it clears out not just from one lifetime but across lifetimes, timelines, dimensions, what have you. It clears out karma. It helps you actually regain ground zero, zero point with the soulmates, the soul families, your soul tribes, the karmics in your life. And you can actually bring an end to toxic situations. It can actually help you shift your perspectives and outlook and the way you've been dealing with things. Something happening very suddenly for us all. What is that? Tell us something good. What is something good we can expect next few days? Just because we can't ask for a conclusion right now. So let's ask for what's coming our way next few days. Something destined, a lot of healing, wishes being granted. I don't want to clarify that. Yeah, I'm about to wrap up. It became so long that I'm not going to be able to pull out individual messages right now, but I'll log in again. I will. I'll just take a small wee break and then I'll be back. So thank you for participating, Neha, Meghna, and Ravisha, and Trina. Okay, I'm so grateful to have you here. For your personal messages, I will definitely log in just some time. It's like nearly 2 hours. And guitar classes. Oh god, amazing. Neha, hang on. Lovers, true love, destined love. Now you can go. 10 of cups, temperance, chariot, 2 of cups. Shit. Love you so much too. This is what's coming to us. True love, destined love, and very quickly at that. And everyone is going to be so happy. And so the people who are here right now, claim it. I claim it. You claim it. Everyone claim it. And I'm claiming it for all our tribe members. Hey, Ravisha. You went quiet. Say something. Say something. I'm so excited. I don't want to put the cards back in the deck. I should frame them. The star. Just let's look at it slowly. Lovers with this 2 of cups. So it's not just going to be fighty in the physical. And it's going to come towards you real quick, giving all kind of emotional fulfillment and joy and happiness. And it's being orchestrated and overseen by the angels. They are bringing and tempering the situation. Yay! All right. Oh, I need to just keep these aside for just some time. Bask in the energy. So, do you want to say something? Did you enjoy this very, very long Mercury retrograde reading? Did it resonate? Should I run along and have a tea break? I'm so glad. And what did you think of my bangs wig? Is it wig? Extension? Whatever. Okay, so catch you in a bit, should I? Ravisha, will you please tell those on WhatsApp places to switch on the bell icon so that they know, and then I can do one-on-one questions that can be answered, but not deep questions, like simple questions. It won't be like a full long reading for every individual, right? Love you. Thank you, Trina. Thank you so much. Yes, she was supposed to be here right now, right? And I don't know where all the twin flames have disappeared. Anu and Monica and all of them. This Mercury retrograde is going to change a lot of things for twins. I have no idea, but maybe half an hour. If you guys are free about half an hour, then I won't be doing like any spread or anything, right? So then we can just talk, and that can be the informal one, and this is the formal one that can be posted. So that's what. Okay, love you all. See you in some time. For those of you rejoining, love you, love you, love you. Have a safe and wonderful Mercury retrograde. May your lessons get complete. May you tie up all the loose ends so you can leave it behind forever and ever. And that's my blessing and prayer for all of you who are watching. Do give me likes and please subscribe if you haven't already. See you very soon for the next reading. Safe, yes, safe. Bye now. See you. Mm, I bet.